I would say that all assets have this fundamental ability to stick to certain big psychological numbers. And the psychological number for Bitcoin was, of course, $100,000. I also talk to a number of different people and we just chat about crypto. Honestly, I really can't talk about anything else. Those very successful people also said that 100,000 is simply the top, the absolute top. It will never go higher. Honestly, I never really thought that, but it would make sense. 100,000 is a big psychological number. If you had bought in at a few $1,000s and held, if you had bought in, God forbid, at $5 and held, like when it goes up to $100,000, what exactly are you expecting, man? Those people made a ridiculous multiple on Bitcoin. You know, those are the wallets that just sat untouched for 8 years and suddenly woke up and sold for $1 billion because damn, it's $100,000. If I had bought in at $2, I wouldn't keep holding either. Why would I? Yeah, of course. I'd keep some portion, like thinking that maybe in the future Bitcoin will be the only thing left and so on, that kind of idea, sure. But otherwise, $100,000 is such a mental threshold that I think it totally made sense here to start passing it hand to hand. From those who were super early to those who were, you know, to the ETFs, to institutional investors. What more could you want, really? You buy in at $2 and suddenly ETFs and Sailor are buying from you, you know. So at what price would you want to sell? I believe you get stuck at 10,000 and 100,000. And that 100,000 is just such a round number that you'd say, I'm exiting, ETFs are buying, and I'm dumping it on Wall Street and so on. However, the fact that we were able to push past that threshold is, in my opinion, very significant, you know. And I don't think that at this moment we would suddenly see this and that happening.